right. So, Julian,
Yes,
how are you?
good morning.
Julian,
Fine, thank
lovely.
you. Thank you very much.
What's up on the internet?
So today on the internet, we have this net neutrality to begin with. Hashtag net neutrality. This was trending since yesterday.
Okay.
Then we have the second story on Donald Trump Jr. trolled over Russia report. I don't know that you've heard of this.
I've read something
You've
about it.
read something about it. Then the third one here we have is China blocks mentions of Putin online. Quite hilarious. I don't know what that is all about. Then Wavinyandeti's response here to Yaliondwele Sipite. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm sure you'll look forward to that. So let's get into the very first one, which is net neutrality. So first of all, it's called FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission, came up with the regulation saying that they'll start charging people for different amounts of money depending on what websites they're visiting. For example, you love Netflix and you want to watch Netflix, it could load slowly or it could be charged more just to be able to access that. The same applies to YouTube and several sites that people are very interested in. This rule was made last year, not last year, during Obama's rule in 2015, but now they want to bring it back. Yes, during Trump's presidency. And of course, all the big media companies, Twitter, Google, YouTube, basically all these corporates are fighting this. They're saying we need to have net neutrality. Internet is very useful for all of us.
Yeah.
We want to be able to access all the sites.
Everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to access sites, just the sites I want to, at the same cost all across the board. So Dan Sutton here says, don't let giant corporations take over the web. A free and open internet promotes innovation, which is very, very true. So you can imagine what effect this would have. If
This
for
is crazy.
you know, like you
Yeah.
loved Instagram and
This
you
will
can't
really limit the number of people who
visit those sites.
different sites.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The companies that have actually come out, there are over 80,000 websites, companies and organizations that were making this trend, saying it's a day of action, we need to stop this and have access to the internet. Maybe you can take that.
So I am Gone Girl Design says, I love the internet. I know and currently have today, and hopefully you do that too. Please support net neutrality. Yeah.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
And then of course the companies that we said are involved in this is Google, Facebook, Reddit, Netflix and Amazon. Yes, let's look at the next tweet, still on the same and what people are saying about it. This
What
one
if
was-
net neutrality happens and we have to pay to look at me?
You can imagine.
That would be
These
the saddest thing ever. I'm even crying all
memes
over.
make us happy every single day. Another tweet, let's look at something.
Do not limit
still
how
on the
we see
same-
our memes.
Exactly.
Urgent. If you're not freaking out about net neutrality right now, you're not paying attention. All right, so
Exactly.
net neutrality allowed me to invent the web without having to ask for permission. Let's keep that
the internet
open. Well,
open.
that's true.
There's another very interesting tweet. I don't know if you can look at it. At the charges that will probably be how the rankings would be if we have
Wait,
the
who came up
charges.
with this thing?
It's a board in the US.
Why?
FCC. The reasons as to why they did that, we have no idea. Maybe we don't have that tweet. We'll look at it next. So here, let's move on to the next story, which is in China. So China is blocking any mentions of Putin online. Weibo, which is the biggest social media network, is being blocked. Everybody who's mentioned Putin on their post, it's been deleted. And of course, if you talk about the ban, the tweets are also being pulled down. And you wonder, why is this? Of course, this happened. The ban happened over the weekend, last weekend, when China's president was meeting Putin, Donald Trump, during the G20 summit. And of course, questions have arisen of why would you ban, even the president himself of China can still access, people can still mention his name, but you can't mention Putin's name. Of course, this is suspected to be as a reason so that they don't have negative things to talk about about Putin himself. In an attempt to have a good relationship with Russia. You know, an attempt. That's an attempt, which is very lame. Let's move on to the next story of Donald Trump Jr. trolled over Russia. Report. First of all, it has emerged that Donald Trump Jr. met with a lawyer from Russia who had given him information, who promised to give him information that would be damaging to Hillary Clinton during her campaign, during the elections. And of course, remember emails? Remember, that's what Donald Trump used to bring down Hillary, and of course this now has emerged and it's happening in his own court. Neil Ewing here says, never write if you can speak, never speak if you can nod,
never nod if you can wink, and never ever email.
Which is very true, especially in the United States. Here is another meme, a GIF rather. It says, if this comes down to email, it proves God is real. And he uses karma to make his points. Remember, he's been trolled because he's saying that he just got an email. But remember, he got the email promising to get damaging information for Hillary and went a step further to replying. She replied to those emails and even made arrangements to meet with the person who gave him that information.
So is this real?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Junior. I'm Russian from. Serious information.
These are just making fun of the situation of what could have actually happened. Exactly what's going to happen. The spy in Russia. So of course this goes to show that Russia actually played a key role. Remember what this lawyer, the Russian lawyer, told Donald Trump Jr. is that the information he had could help bring down Hillary Clinton, and it's an attempt, it's their contribution as the Russian government in helping his father become president. Yeah?
Drama.
Irony, yes. All the drama about emails.
Wavinya Ndeti's response?
Yes, let's have a look at that. Okay, I understand you don't have the video, unfortunately.
Sad.
We'll look at it probably tomorrow. Yes, and that's all we have for What's Trending.
Okay. Yes. I was hoping that we still have the video, but it seems that we don't have that video. All right. Thank you very, very much, Julian Kamau.